YUME NIKKI. I think I'm kind of in love with this game. It's really rare to come across a game you could consider terrible, but also magnificent at the same time. And to me, that game is YUME NIKKI. It's a free downloadable indie game, and somewhat of a cult classic made famous by the internet. So, not entirely a hidden game, but hidden enough. It's apparently supposed to be a horror game, but I don't see what's so scary about it. I think it's much more weird than it is scary. Nonetheless, it follows the story of a young woman named Maratsuki, who never opens her eyes. Maratsuki is a complete shut-in who never leaves her apartment. She stays home 24/7 and refuses to ever go out the door. The only thing you can actually do in this game is have her climb into bed and go to sleep. And from there, you can explore Maratsuki's dreams. This is the point of the game, to explore the dream world inside her head. It starts out in this circular nexus with 12 doors. Each door leads to a different dream, and from there, you can go pretty much anywhere you want. It's a very open-ended game with a lot of aimless exploration. Kinda like Fez. There's no dialogue, there's no enemies, and for the most part, there's no real gameplay. You just walk around collecting stuff. Like I said, kinda like Fez. Now, when I first played YUME NIKKI, I hated it. I thought it was boring, I thought it was confusing, and I thought the gameplay was terrible. Maratsuki moves way too slow, the game makes absolutely no sense, and the world has no meaning or direction. But see, that was before I gave it time. As I continued playing, I slowly began enjoying myself, and I started to understand what the game was actually about. See, YUME NIKKI isn't about gameplay. It isn't about meaning or direction. No, YUME NIKKI is about one thing and one thing only. Discovery. It's all about the things you see, and the way you interpret the things you see. This is a weird game, one of the weirdest you'll ever play. Maratsuki's journey will take you places. Very bizarre places, both big and small. From bright flashing neon worlds, to dark murky forest worlds, to red worlds, pink worlds, black and white worlds. Look at this place, for example. This is probably my favorite world. It's like an endless black lake, but the only thing you can see is the reflection of lanterns in the water. And God, that music just hypnotizes me. When it comes to dreaming, I think YUME NIKKI is the first game I've ever played to really nail just how strange dreams can be. If you're the type of person who has those weird kinds of dreams where you find yourself in strange, surreal environments, or when you dream about walking through long, dark corridors that seem to have no end, you'll feel right at home here. Like I said, I don't see what people find so scary about this game. To be honest, I found it comforting, not scary. I mean, the atmosphere in some places is just incredible. For an RPG Maker game? Yeah, this game was made with RPG Maker. Imagine that. I was beyond impressed with just how absorbing it was. Sometimes I would just stand there, staring at the screen, and let the music and visuals completely consume me. Oh, I should probably talk about Yuboa too. If you've heard anything about this game, you've probably heard about Yuboa. If there is one thing that's scary about this game, it'd probably be him. Yuboa is a creature that appears in the game only when you turn the lights off in this particular room here. And when you do turn the lights off, there's only a small chance he'll appear. But when he does, chaos ensues. There's a lot of hidden Easter eggs in the game like this, actually. Yuboa is just one of many things this game has crawling under its skin. One of the coolest things about YUME NIKKI is just how much there is to find. The dream world is huge. There's a lot to explore, a lot to see, and plenty of secrets to find along the way. One thing I've noticed about this game is that everything seems to be in a constant state of repetition. The music mostly consists of 5-second loops that just repeat themselves over and over and over again. The game feels like a series of moments that are infinite, repeating themselves like a broken record. This might sound a bit weird, but to me, this is a very emotional game. I think there's a sad song to be sung here about loneliness and the refusal to live in reality. Matatsuki's story, though wordless, oddly spoke to me. And maybe it'll speak to you too. Regardless, YUME NIKKI is a unique game. It's strange and it's one of a kind. I played this game all the way through and I completely fell in love with it. It's not exactly a good game, strictly speaking. I mean, I could see it boring the hell out of some people. But as an experience, it's worth it. And hey, it's free to download. So I definitely say try it out and see for yourself. Basement worthy.